you just did it again. That split-second decision to stop or keep scrolling. Your brain made it before you did. In the last 30 seconds, you scrolled past 14 videos. Your brain judged every single one. Boring. Boring. Annoying. Boring. Cringe. Skip. 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 And then, this one. Something made you stop. You don't know why yet, but your brain does. Your brain is tracking everything. Funny. Skip boring. Skip angry. Skip clickbait. Skip interesting. Stopey. You didn't feel yourself do that, but you did it. Thousands of times today. Thousands of times yesterday. Every single day of your life. Walking down the street, pattern recognition. Knowing who's texting before you check. Pattern recognition. That gut feeling about someone you just met. Pattern recognition. Your brain is a matching machine. It takes everything you see, hear, and feel, and runs it against everything you've ever experienced. Looking for matches. Looking for patterns. Looking for what happens next. This is pattern recognition, the most powerful feature in your head, running 24/7, using more energy than almost anything else you do. And nobody ever showed you the owner's manual. So let's look under the hood. Think of your brain as a detective, not the cool movie kind. The boring kind, the one with files everywhere. Every experience you've ever had, filed away. Every face, every conversation, every song, every feeling, the good, the bad, the random birthdays, breakups, boring Tuesday afternoons, all of it. When you see something new, a face, a situation, a text message, your brain doesn't start from zero. It doesn't stop to think, let me analyze this carefully. It runs to the filing cabinet and yells, match this now. That voice. Matches Sarah's voice. Friend. Relax. That place. Matches coffee shop you like. Comfortable. Go in. This all happens in milliseconds. Before you think. Before you decide. Before anything you'd call conscious thought has even shown up for work. And here's the amazing part. This detective works 24/7 without you ever noticing. Every face you recognize. Detective. Every song you know the words to. Detective. Every time you finish someone's sentence. Detective. This is why you're fast. This is why you're fluid. This is why the world makes sense instead of being random noise. So here's what we're going to look at. How does this detective get so good? And what makes it possible for you to learn anything? Wait. You're still here. That means your brain just decided. This is worth my time. Your detective filed this video as interesting, useful, different. Good call. Imagine you're in a jungle, not a park, not a trail. Real jungle, thick, hot, confusing. The first time you walk through, it's hell. Every step is conscious. Every branch you push aside takes effort. You're exhausted after 10 minutes. You're not even sure you're going the right way. The 10th time, easier. The path is visible now. You don't think about each step. You just walk. Your feet know where to go. The 100th time, it's a highway. You're not even aware you're on it. You're thinking about lunch. About that conversation yesterday. About nothing at all. Your body carries you while your mind wanders. This is how your brain builds patterns. Every time you do something, ride a bike, read a face, play a song, cook a meal, your brain lays down a path. First time, struggle, conscious, effortful. 10th time, easier, less thinking, more flow. 100th time, automatic, done before you decide to do it. This is called neural efficiency. Your brain makes patterns automatic so you don't have to think about everything from scratch. Think about driving. First time, overwhelming. Hands at 10 and 2. Checking mirrors constantly. Stalling at lights. Now, you drive to work and don't remember half the trip. Your brain took a jungle and built a highway. Actually, quick question. Have you ever driven somewhere, arrived, and genuinely couldn't remember the drive? You know you drove, but you have zero memory of it. That's not scary. That's your brain being efficient. The highway ran itself. Your conscious mind took a nap, and you still made every turn perfectly. Jungle to highway, every single time. It's why you can recognize a dog instantly, even one you've never seen before. Your brain doesn't analyze. 4 legs, fur, tail, bark, eat who snows, dog, friend, safe, move on. It's why you can hear 3 notes of a song and know the artist, the year, the memory attached. Your brain matched the pattern before the chorus even started. This is your superpower. Your brain takes chaos and builds roads. It takes repetition and turns it into automatic genius. So here's what's beautiful. You're not done building. You'll never be done building. Every day, every hour, every practice you're laying down new paths. And the best part? You don't even have to think about it. Your brain just builds. Fun fact, the path you're building right now, watching this video, your brain is literally rewiring itself. You'll never watch content the same way again. Anyway, once the path is built, something else happens. Speed. When the path was jungle, every thought took time. You had to concentrate. Focus. Think about each step. It was slow. It was tiring. It was hard. You had to try. When the path becomes a highway, thoughts move at speed. You don't figure out how to read a face anymore. You just know instantly. Before conscious thought arrives, before you can even name what you're seeing, that micro-expression that flickers across someone's face for 1/15 of a second, your brain caught it, matched it, filed it. Before you could even blink, you already knew. They're uncomfortable. They're hiding something. They're not convinced. This is why chess grandmasters can look at a board for a few seconds and remember every piece. They're not memorizing. They're not counting. They're not calculating. They're recognizing. The beginner sees 32 individual pieces. The grandmaster sees one pattern. King's Indian Defense, Variation 3, game from 1999. The beginner takes the jungle. The grandmaster takes the highway. You do this with music. 3 notes. That's all it takes. Your brain already knows the artist, the album, the year, the memory attached. The song hasn't even started. You're already there. This speed is what we call intuition, instinct, talent, gift, natural ability. But it's not a gift. It's not magic. It's not luck. It's a road. Built one repetition at a time. One jungle path, cleared over and over, until it became this. It's why you can catch something without looking. Why you can type without watching the keyboard. Why you can walk into a room and instantly know the mood. Your brain is faster than your conscious mind. Faster than your thinking. And it's been building that speed your whole life. So here's the question. If your brain can process this fast, what else is it doing without you even noticing? Quick test. Don't think, just answer. What does your best friend's laugh sound like? You just heard it, didn't you? You didn't think about it. You just heard it. Highway. Here's another layer. Your brain doesn't just go fast, it goes simultaneously. Right now, your brain is processing. The words I'm saying might tone of voice friendly. boring? Trustworthy. Your own internal temperature too hot, too cold. Just right. The feeling of your phone in your hand or the chair under you, the background noise in your room is that a car, a fan, someone talking. Whether you're hungry when did you last eat, what you need to do later today, that thing you re-avoiding, and about 40 other things you are not aware of, all at once, in parallel, without effort. No cue, no waiting, no one thing at a time. Your brain doesn't take turns, it does everything at once. Have you ever wondered how you can walk down a busy street, weaving through people, while texting a friend, and somehow not crash into a lamppost? Your brain doesn't pause walking to let you text. It doesn't stop reading your screen to keep you moving. It runs both processes at the same time, on separate, super-fast highways. This isn't magic, it's parallel processing. Think of your brain not as a single, brilliant detective solving one case at a time, but as a massive, sprawling city filled with millions of detectives. They're all working simultaneously, constantly sharing information and updating each other in real time. This incredible system is why you can drive your car while holding a deep conversation, or listen to a podcast while cooking a complex meal. It's why you can be lost in a book, but your senses still register that someone just walked into the room. It is why you can feel your phone buzz in your pocket and instinctively know who is texting without even looking. This isn't because you have a special talent. It's because your brain is a masterpiece of parallel engineering. It's built for this. Imagine endless highways of thought, with traffic flowing in every direction, and millions of tiny workers, all performing their jobs at the exact same moment. You aren't just one thinker. You are an entire city of thinkers, all collaborating, all processing simultaneously, making you faster, smarter, and more capable than you could ever be alone. But here is the truly wild part. You are consciously aware of less than 1% of what your brain is processing right this very second. And that's a feature, not a bug. It's by design. If you had to consciously think about every single thing your brain does, regulating your temperature, digesting your last meal, balancing your posture, you'd be so overwhelmed you couldn't think about anything at all. The city essentially runs itself. You just get to live in it. Let's break down what you never see. Most of the real work, the heavy lifting, happens in the background. Your conscious mind, the part you think of as you, is like a CEO. It focuses on one big decision at a time, maybe two if you're really good at juggling. But the rest of the company, it's all running in the background. It's automatic, unseen, and always on. Right now, if you're walking, you're not actively thinking. Left foot, right foot. You're just walking. You're not commanding your lungs to inhale and exhale. You're just breathing. You're certainly not thinking about keeping your heart beating. But there it is. A steady rhythm that has been going since before you were born and will continue until your last moment. All of this is handled by a dedicated workforce you've never met. These are the background workers. You didn't hire them. You can't fire them. And they never, ever clock out. So, what about those brilliant ideas that seem to appear out of thin air? That perfect solution to a problem that hits you in the middle of a shower? Or that name you were struggling to remember all day that suddenly pops into your head at 2 in the morning? That's not a random fluke. That's your background team sending a memo upstairs to the executive suite. They've been working on that problem for hours, days, maybe even weeks. They've been running patterns, searching through vast file systems, and forging new connections between old ideas. You just received the final report. You didn't see any of the labor that went into it. This is the science behind why we say sleep on it. When you do, things genuinely feel clearer in the morning. Your conscious mind was resting, but the background workers never sleep. Even when you're deep in slumber, your brain is a hive of activity. It's replaying the events of the day, sorting experiences, and deciding what memories to keep and what to discard. It's like a night crew building new neural roads, paving over old ones, and optimizing the traffic flow for the next day. You've definitely felt this in action. Have you ever practiced a new skill, all day a new song on the guitar, a difficult video game level, and gone to bed feeling frustrated and clumsy? Then, you wake up the next morning, try again, and suddenly, it's better. It feels easier, smoother. You didn't consciously do anything overnight. Your background workers did. They were consolidating your practice, refining the motor pathways, and making the process more efficient. You are never truly alone in your own head. You have millions of invisible helpers. They never ask for a break. They never complain. T-host work. Quietly, constantly, and faithfully. They are the silent engines, making you faster, smarter, and more intuitive. Every single second. And the funny thing is, we never even think to say thank you. The part of your consciousness that feels like you is just the very tip of an immense iceberg. The rest is a vast, bustling city that you'll never fully get to explore. Let's recap what we've seen. Your brain is a pattern-matching machine of incredible power. It's a detective agency with millions of agents and infinite files. It can turn a tangled jungle of new information into a superhighway of automatic genius. It processes everything at once, while you remain blissfully unaware of almost all of it. It works for you while you sleep, while you rest, and even while you're not paying the slightest bit of attention. This has been happening your entire life. From your very first breath to this exact moment, every single day, patterns are being built, roads are being paved, and connections are being made. Think about it. Every face you instantly recognize in a crowd, you can thank your background workers. They filed that face away years ago and pull up the file every time you see them. Every song you know by heart, every lyric you can sing without thinking. Thank your background workers. They memorized every note and every word, without you even trying. And every time you've had a gut feeling, when you just knew something without knowing how you knew. Thank your background workers. They saw the pattern before your conscious mind did. They sent the memo. You just received it. They don't need thanks or recognition. They don't want bonuses or promotions. They just do their job. But maybe, just maybe, it's comforting to know they're there. To know you're not navigating this world alone inside your own skull. There's a whole city in there, working for you, building for you, and ultimately making you who you are. But here's the critical warning label that no one ever gives you. Every superpower has a cost. The same incredible machinery that makes you so fast and efficient can also make you dangerously wrong. The same mental highways that save you so much energy can sometimes lead you directly to the wrong destination. And those faithful background workers who never sleep, sometimes they file things in the wrong place. And because you never see the work being done, you never see the mistakes being made either. You just get the final report. The answer, the feeling, the absolute certainty, even when it's completely wrong. Have you ever been so sure about something that you sent the text, made the call, or said the thing, only to feel that sinking feeling of immediate regret? That wasn't just a moment of stupidity. That was your high-speed detective taking the fastest highway to the wrong conclusion. And that brings us to our next topic, the intelligence trap. We'll explore when fast, intuitive thinking becomes a source of smooth, confident error, when your own expertise becomes a blindfold, and when your brain's greatest asset becomes your biggest liability. Stay tuned.